Happy Wednesday, everyone. This week we are all going over the kidney. I decided to go with a paper 3D model of it. So starting off, just like a fun fact, the kidneys lie on the posterior, meaning the backside of the abdominal wall, at the spinal level of T12 to L3, T standing for thoracic and L standing for lumbar. They lie laterally. Also, the right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney because of the liver. And a little bit backstory, going back to the endocrine system, the adrenal glands lie on top of the kidneys. And if you guys want, in the discussion, give me the hormone that the adrenal glands, or give me a hormone that the adrenal glands produce. So let's get on to the kidney. It is surrounded by a TALF capsule, a fibrous capsule, which is number 5. This is the orange. That is the capsule. And then we'll start off with 1. This is the renal pelvis. The renal pelvis is where the urine meets to flow down to the ureter. And the ureter is number 6. This is the ureter. That's where the urine meets to flow down to the ureter, where the urine is stored in the bladder going down. So those lines go down. And the bladder's like down here. So the kidney does have many functions, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But I kind of just want to go over the rest of the parts of the kidney. So for the medulla, you can easily get it confused with the renal medulla and the renal pyramid. So the renal medulla is the whole circle right here, connected to the renal pelvis. So every medulla going on here is the whole pink. The pyramids are the little kind of like triangles that are inside the medulla. So don't get them confused. So I put them in 2 different ones. And then if we want to go back to the cortex is the little layer where they're kind of inside the renal cortex, this little pinkish color back here. And then of course we've got our renal vein, the blue, and the renal artery. So the kidney has 2 main functions, of course, we all know. It helps remove waste from the body, and then also is part of osmoregulation, which is the balance of water and solutes. But mainly to excrete metabolic waste, or urea. That's what the main thing is, right? It also helps regulate our blood pressure and blood volume, which is pretty cool. A lot of times I would check the levels of creatinine in the urine for my patients to check for how their blood pressure would be related to it. So that's just a little fun fact. But if you guys have any questions, of course, message down in the discussion, and then let me know what hormone the adrenal glands produce. If you can remember that, the adrenal glands are right there next to the kidneys. But also, let's see, I'm gonna see if I can share anything else. I am looking at my notes. We also know about filtration that happens. I can kind of show you this here. Functions of the kidney. This is a cool thing I saw online. A wet bed, which stands for acid-base balance, water removal, erythropoiesis, toxin removal, blood pressure control, electrolyte balance, and vitamin D activation. Never knew that vitamin D activation happened in the kidney. But that's a little fun fact. You guys have a happy Wednesday. Thanks.